Thank you. Appreciate it, Trish. Appreciate it. So the goal is, and wow, first video I started off with 3 people actually watching. So what I wanted to tell you first off is I wanted to talk to Cole, and I can finally get Cole in one place on Facebook or YouTube. I wanted to show you my new toys. So with my new DJI Osmo, I got the extension bar, the extension clip, a second base, another tripod, the bicycle clip, 4 more batteries, a quad charger, bicycle clip, and then where's the other stuff that I just had? I have the extension rod, which is DJI's own, if it ever wants to be nice to me, turn, twist, something, boom. My new walking stick for my Osmo if I wanted to have a selfie stick and film with the Osmo itself. What I wanted to discuss is that, and last but not least, I got $150 worth of filter, professional grade at 50 Osmo Mobile Plus. And what's the name of this company again? Polar Pro. They have great customer service. They helped me figure out what I was doing wrong. They're amazing people. So let's talk about 2019. 2019, I'm moving back to New Orleans. If you recognize this shirt, you're an epic soul. You are part of the family or one of the rivals of the tribe of Manny. And I wanted to let you guys know that I am moving home. Officially, I have no couch to crash on in San Antonio. If anybody wants to make that offer, of course, it got to be approved by the wife, but I'm more than happy to crash on the couch for the last couple of days of school into early June. As far as the home studio is going to transition. What I mean by transition is that I am going to upgrade in a whole different way. The goal is between now and August 1st is to learn how to use the OBS software studio for running a PC-based full interactive recording studio or presentation broadcast studio, like used with my interviews from SA Geek Out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link their channel in this live stream because I wanted to make sure I did it. Because I had a reaction to it. Oh, you gotta say, let me go to their channel directly. So the studio update is that I'm going to be updating equipment, throwing away old stuff, and moving towards efficiently streamlining my network studio instead of always hodgepodging it. So the video coming up in Facebook and everything else is from when? August 24th, when I first got back from Hideyoshi, which we're going to get to in a minute. It had a total of 2,186 views and only 10 likes, which was kind of like, really? Ohayou gozaimasu, Satoshi-kun. So, my new brother from the other mom, Satoshi, has been very diligent in helping me out with all of the projects that I have in mind for Hideyoshi Japan and for Japan in general, and breaching relationships between the United States, Japan, and everything else. Hey, Sophia, good to see you. So what I wanted to first clarify is that I am not being paid by this wonderful tea company. This is for my allergies. I was sick all weekend. I'm behind on projects, but being behind on projects gave me a lot of time to reflect and focus on what's really going on. So speaking of Sophia, I want to give her a shout out. Sophia, if you get a chance, type the link to your video or copy and paste it into the live stream. That way people can see your beautiful piano rendition of Metallica's song. It has almost 13,000 likes. It's going to be hot. I hope she does some other tracks. Like if she could just, download the sheet music for Western Eyes by Portishead and hit that piano solo, I think I would die. Just die on the spot. But back on focus because I do have a limited amount of time for people in Japan. So back to Japan. From the Hideyoshi Tourism Bureau organization, I have the letter. I wrote it on my earlier live cast. And again, if you have a minute, I want you to go wrong side. I want you to go right there, and if you look underneath where the love sign and the like symbol and the 5 comments are, go ahead and shoot the YouTube. Go to YouTube and just watch the video. I'm doing 3 things at once. First, Sophia, build your YouTube presence. Whenever you do a song on Facebook, link it so people can go from Facebook to YouTube and give you the watch time you need to really make that connection with the Google people for having an account manager through YouTube. Forgot to tell you that the other day we talked. So I officially want to read the letter for everybody who didn't catch it earlier. Dear Mr. Montague, I hope this letter finds you well. Thank you for your valuable time and your contribution to Hideyoshi City. I appreciate having had an opportunity to speak with you about our organization, and I hope you are enjoyed Hideyoshi Life. You have enjoyed Hideyoshi Life. I would like to also thank you for your promotion videos. It was enjoyable and worthwhile. Again, thank you for making the time to meet with us and helping a lot. We hope you will continue to do business with us in the future. Sincerely, Junji Takamatsu, Anomori, Chief Director of the Anomori Gaien Matsuzukuri Association, the Hideyoshi Tourism Organization. This is worth its weight in gold. You don't know how much I can ever tell anyone. So, let's flip forward. Project Hideyoshi will no longer be closed as of August 1st, 2019. Here's the issue. In fact, I have packed up 50% of the apartment in the past 6 months and moved it to New Orleans. I'm halfway through the garage, but I have a trip coming up. So for all of my bloggers and people all over the world, including New Zealand, if I's watching, my friend I Kasuga, who's down in Kiwi land, New Zealand. They don't have all the scary bugs and monsters. I want to go to New Zealand just to check it out. What's going on this summer? One, my superhero of the month is my mother-in-law, Betty Cooper Robertson. I hope she's watching the video or she's paying attention and not playing her card game on her phone. Let me tag her in a post. Oh, I can't type. Speed. Watch. So, she saved a 2019 project. My mother-in-law just saying that she wanted to go with me to Japan saved a 2019 project. Also including my aunt-in-law and my wife. It's going to be me and my loved ones traveling through Tokyo. So if you want to meet up with us for dinner, lunch, show us around, you're a YouTube blogger, you're a social media blogger. Sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. Don't hit me. Okay. That's an in joke. Y'all weren't paying attention. But the point of the matter is that we are hitting up Tokyo. We're hitting up Hiroshima. We're hitting up Kobe, Kyoto, Osaka, Nara, and I'm going to try to squeeze in Narita for our final hotel when we are leaving, when they are leaving Japan. During that time, I'm going to be blogging as much as I'm allowed to blog their experiences, first-timers to Japan of that generation. My wife, adding to the comedy of the humor, my wife has been putting up with me before we got married, talking about Japan. She was saying, boy, when I get to Japan, it better be magical rainbow, sunshines, giant guns, ramen shops, and rice patties, or I'm done with you. And then another part of my stand-up routine was, he's been talking about Japan for 20 years. God, I can't wait for him to have this baby with me being in Japan. That way we can stop talking about it. Not only that, I was laughing about the experiences in Kobe that I experienced back in 2006. I hope that she can still find in 2019. The reason why it's such a monumental trip for me is that, as some of you know, I lost my parents. I lost my mom in 1998, and I lost my dad in 2017. And One of my life goals was to take one of my parents to Japan. And the fact that my mother-in-law is going, it's like God said, you've been wanting this since you graduated from high school. Here you go. So I'm more than blessed and excited about that. Now, if you guys saw one of my rants and angry videos earlier in the week about FedEx sucks, hashtag FedEx, you still suck. Um, B&H Camera bought had a device, and I don't know where I put it. That's kind of bad. I just bought it too. But yeah, no, I see it. I got to link two videos, but I did my Nagano Broadway walking video with Lori Grande. I don't know if she's watching as well. Let me tag her in this and get her in here. Let me go over here, swing back to the channel. I had closed the window that I had all the videos preloaded on by accident, so don't be me too bad. But I want to also give a huge shout out to the camera crew at Best Buy San Pedro location in San Antonio. Claudia, Lori, Melissa, and the rest of the crew, even the gentleman that was just there that day, they have been a tremendous help, and I highly recommend. If you have any questions about Sony, Canon, Nikons, DJI Osmos, and drones, they got a very solid, well-knowledgeable crew that has helped me make great strides. So, with that being said, I have now a monopod by Manfrotto. Yeah, I got all this camera equipment on the floor, and I'm looking at Manfrotto. And what happened is I can now, with the equipment from B&H Camera, it is a Hercules tablet holder, 7 to 8 inch, and I didn't set it up on purpose because I'm like, God, that's not going to work with the webcam and the small space. No, I'll do a equipment video later. But what happens is that now I can put the tablet, attach it to the monopod, walk with the camera on the mount, and film. When I was with Lori Grande so many moons ago, it was a headache trying to get everything up and going because she had to hold the tablet. I had to hold a tripod, not a monopod, and walk everyone through what was going on. So I'm linking the video of the original. I did a walking video with a tripod, and Lori graciously. Thank you, babe, for the 20-year comment. Yeah, finally, Lord, let it be done. So to show you how much I'm in love with Tanya Elise Robertson, when I paid for her plane ticket, I printed out a copy and I put it on the refrigerator next to mine. So there's my quantity factor for today. Thank you so much. You've been great. For the Facebook crew, here is the video of walking with Nagano Broadway. Again, that was a 42-inch tripod I bought in Japan locally, and I destroyed my second trip back. But however, if you get a chance to pull it up, I don't have OBS working right now, but if you do pull it up, you notice that I have at least 3 to 6 feet above most people and the floor as far as depth of field and perception. I will use the webcam to show you the clip, but it's not going to come out the best way. But just for that person that shot me an instant message to my cell phone, that's what it looks like. It looks glossy and gross with the webcam, so I'm not doing it. But again, that is what's going on. So that's the camera equipment part. Basically, God is good. I pay attention. I have alerts on eBay and other things that I've done, clearing out stuff I'm not bringing with me to New Orleans, has let me afford updates to my camera equipment, including an auction I won over the weekend that was valued retail at $750. I got for $123. Thank you, Napoleon Dynamite, for the. All right, so flipping forward to the next part of the evening's discussion is that what San Antonio has over New Orleans as far as the YouTuber community is that New Orleans either has professional studios and photographers that do their own work and work solo. It's not very good for the amateur crowd or the people that are intermediate skills like myself that are trying to build a community. So I'm trying to partner with Vince Guzman for a little bit of mentorship and ideas as far as setting up a community learning circle for YouTubing cameras, best times to broadcast, and how to build your subscriber base. So if you saw the notification on YouTube, I've hit 260 subscribers on YouTube. More than a nice healthy portion are former kids who just wanted extra credit. Whatever. But at the same time, for those of you that are new, that are in the age group to travel to Japan or wherever you want to go, again, hashtag, I'm a travel agent. The other hashtag is I need an escape. So, being a small business, again, for 2019 and going forward, when the website goes up in October, I'm going to be using Wix because the company website I have through teletravel is still pretty garbage. So, for teachers and educators and military, if I'm planning your trip, here's the definition. I'm planning your trip. I'm not hosting. I'm not going with you. I'm not a guide. Fees will be $50 plus any applicable sales tax in your state. If you are not an educator, you're not military, your fees will be $100. I'm giving a half off discount to educators and medical professionals just because that's my business choice to do with. As far as helping out other small business owners, that will still be a negotiable process, but fees will still be expected upon delivery. So, with the next major project handled as far as pricing and fees, um, Japan 2020 group, if you're a member of the Facebook group, all the information will be there. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, but you want information, please post a comment somewhere in the comment section or shoot me a private instant message. I'll respond, or an email. And I know I'm corny. I know I'm corny. You married me. Thank you so much. So, with that included in the corniness comment, I am going to be doing light shopping for people who can't go with me to Japan this summer. Here's the rules. One, you got to wait till July 10th. Rule number two, I will shoot you an invoice electronically once we figured out what you want, including the shipping from Japan to you. I'm not putting it on a plane. I'm not carrying it with me. None of that. So the reason being is that I've looked at other business models that have worked for people that live full-time in Japan, and they literally live off of eBay, running web stores and what have you and not. Am I trying to do that? No. If you want to do business with an established web store, I will pass you along to the person who I know runs two. There you go. I'm talking for small items from friends, families, and subscribers. My goal is by the end of the summer to hit 300 subscribers, period. Meaning that if you are watching my channel now and you find 20 other people to subscribe to my channel, everyone from the first subscriber that I can actually track down to the 300 subscriber, I'm going to be doing one, an interview, two, I'm going to bring you omiyake, which is a souvenir, Japanese word for souvenir, from Kyoto, and I'll mail it directly to you. No cost, no charge. I just want to have an interview. Now, last major issue that I want to handle before we jump deep into Hideyoshi, what's going on next, and last but not least, is I want to give a shout out to Sylvia DeLuna, Rose Lopez, formerly Rose Chin, and other friends and families who are going through their own struggle right now, but still supported me. The webcam I'm using came from Rose Chin. The fact that I even got my IATA number and my travel agency stuff together is 6 years of a thank you from Sylvia DeLuna. So big shout out to you both. I really do appreciate you for everything that you've done. My next goal is coming up with the 1,142 price tag of the DJI Mavic Pro Dose 2 that's currently at Best Buy. I was thinking of just getting a $750 refurbished, and then I was reading a lot of reviews and doing research at refurbished, and the business insurance that Sylvia recommended won't cover refurbished items. I'm glad that all my refurbished items that I bought in 2017 have depreciated out. So thank you for the smart business advice and tax advice there. All right. Again, if you're just tuning in, I want you to go up to the very top right corner underneath my name, hit the YouTube link, close out Facebook, pop on YouTube. I need minutes. Um, so just before we hit Hideyoshi, because I wanted them to be a very, very key part of this, is I needed them to understand that the most important thing about SNS, it's called SNS in Japan, but social media. The thing is that Instagram needs to be active 3 times a day, every day. I don't care if it's meals. I don't care if it's people randomly wandering in your town. I don't care if it is seasonal change. I don't care if it's cherry blossom season. You need to be actively promoting your town. This is where I give big shout outs to Satoshi Kun for doing his thing. Satoshi and I discussed at length while I was filming in 2018 how do you build, promote, and escalate a small historical town in Japan and let everyone cash in on what you're doing. The issue becomes presence. Um, I wish I could have screenshotted some of the things that I was researching about Hideyoshi in 2017, 2018, for the simple fact that one, a lot of people were not doing what was best for Hideyoshi. One, all of the video links are in Japanese. Two, all of the descriptions are in complete Japanese except for keywords like steam L train, steam locomotive train, um, Matsuris, and festivals. Keywords were in English, but for someone who's a first time customer, even interested in going to Japan, if they can't read it, they're not interested. One of the other major glitches with the marketing pattern for the tourism organization and a few other places in Japan is that there's no picture menus in English. Example, going back to the socioeconomic development lecture, which I'll link to the video feeds in a minute. I put marketing material from Kumamoto City and a couple of the travel agencies in Kumamoto City on the table, catacorner or parallel or perpendicular to the same tourism information that is in Japanese. And being stereotypical people, not Japanese, not Americans, not Westerners, not Germans, not Nigerians, nobody, your native language is going to be what you pick up first because you can read, write, comprehend, and understand what's going on without having to ask for help. It's very natural for tourists too. The next issue is that I reciprocated that by saying, hey, the tourism organization gave me all this beautiful marketing material in Japanese that is dead weight. And not being rude about how I explained it, but I said that I'm going to take this beautiful leather-bound book about the Seven Stars Kyushu train, and I'm going to put it on the table in America, and I guarantee you they're going to say, this is a beautiful leather-bound book, and we're going to flip to the magazine side, great pictures, and we're done. What else you got for me? And it happened several times. So I wanted for everyone to understand that what's going to happen going forward when I go back to Hideyoshi this summer is that because we reached an agreement that was amicable for everybody, I am going to go film a different venue of things, especially if I get the drone. Why? Because even though Hideyoshi is a community of 30,000, it's spread out like San Marcos, Texas, or New Braunfels to San Antonio. There's a lot of open space, there's a lot of forest, there's a lot of nature in a way, and it's not easily navigatable for first timers to Japan. I'm just going to put it out there. even though the street signs, the only street signs in English are on the major thoroughfares through the city. That means if you go off any side street, you're lost. Let's just be honest. So, first, let me link the economic development lecture while I'm still talking about it. The plan is every business that I filmed, I want to do a drone walking video to the business from the train station. So I'm literally going to come out, go drop off my luggage at the souvenir shop, take the drone, take the DJI Osmo. Now that I have a upgraded Samsung phone, I want to present to you my corny Star Wars Lord and Savior Vader. Yes, yes, yes. And then I have my tablet. I can now program the drone, let it follow me and fly, while I can record from the Osmo with the monopod, showing everybody where I'm going, what I'm doing, if I don't want to wear the body harness. So let's get back to the channel. Economic development lecture. Nope, nope, nope. Spelling would help. Spelling would help. Not. And boom. So I'm going to add the playlist. You don't have to watch it. There will be a condensed version soon, just not today. Alrighty. So we're going to paste that one here. Boom. And we're going to paste it over here. Now, how does this apply to anything else I got going on? And podcasts, yeah. Make it sure all these services and prices for people need a tangible object you refer to. Gotcha. All right. I see you're in your email, Mom. Sorry about that. Hey, Chuck, I'm bringing the towel down this weekend. I'm going to shove them in the storage though. All right. So I am going to address what my mom posted. So, yes, I do need a tangible physical brochure. Working on it. The reason why I haven't printed it out yet is that I'm still trying to market my flyers for summer 2019. Just glad I'm not coughing. Okay, so I've been asked by the city of Hideyoshi to do a second economic development lecture. I'm not yet. It might have to wait till 2020 summer, or I might have to come back to Japan another time to handle that lecture. The reason being is that all my research was 2012 to 2017 January. And I want to make sure that my stats and figures for 2018 and 2019 are still valid, good to go. So with that also being said and understood, let's go back to Hideyoshi. I need to add the new commercials. So, and I'm going to add this commercial because this is one of my more popular commercials in the past 7 weeks. That way people can see it and they can give me their opinions. Now, keep in mind, one of the things that broke down with Project Hideyoshi, I know Eddie's down to play with my towel. One of the things that broke down with the Hideyoshi project, and this is one thing that a lot of businesses in Japan culturally have problems dealing with foreigners or dealing with anything, is that number one, scheduling, especially if we're doing remote projects like what was going on with Hideyoshi. And here's the timeline. I was there in the summer. I did all my filming, came back and started editing and producing commercials. Here's the deal. If you look at the Hideyoshi Raw playlist, they're all there. I did what I agreed to do, but they're raw. They're not finalized. There's no After Effects. There's no special effects. There's no intro, no outro. There's music. There's no text. There's nothing. Going forward, reopening Hideyoshi project is that I want to set a schedule to where these things get knocked out. I hate unfinished things. I'm a teacher. I hate when kids hand me raw papers and it's like, you put your name on it. I can't read that chicken scratch. You didn't even use a dictionary. No, don't do that. So how does that go simply for the Japanese? That means that we have a schedule, we meet, we discuss, we We hammer it out. We let it go. I finalize my part. You initiate your part. It goes up on YouTube. Boom. What does that mean for social media? Is that you want your followers, your subscribers to see finished product all times. So the ABCs of YouTube is always be creating or always be closing if you're selling the product. If Hideyoshi's tourism organization is going to always be encouraging customers to come from other countries, one, market to those countries in languages that they speak. Market to your clientele in ways they understand. For example, one of the more popular series that I did was the My Tetsu series, which was a video game. Not only that, you had a man come from Korea who found out about it through Twitter to come participate, bought his tickets and flew into Osaka, then took the train down. Can't help you there. You know, that was a golden ticket winner. Things coming up. Miss Madoka has been actively encouraging people to use SNS to promote Japan. She follows me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. She invited me to a couple of private business groups on Facebook, and she's using clips from my videos to promote Hideyoshi. The research that I have, again, we're going to do a comparison of apples and oranges. Now, or tea and oranges. So, no sugar, no salt, no nothing. It gets you what you need, gets the job done. Consider these your raw videos. 2 Halo oranges. Consider this your finished product. Here's the deal. This is Kasatsu Onsen, and I'm going to link their #1 multi-million view video in just a few minutes. And I'm going to tell you no lies and be brutally honest with you. That's the entire reason why I wanted to go see the magic of Kasatsu. Finished product, beautiful editing, drone footage, great music, great special effects that are very subtle, if at all noticeable. And then this is Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi is a great town to be in. It tastes great. The people are amazing. It's a beautiful place to be. They have some great, beautiful drone footage that I have permission to use in a couple of my more recent raw videos, and it's golden. Here's the issue. We need to make Hideyoshi appeal to everyone. Now, I love green tea. I'm not saying that Ocha is a bad brand and it's not healthy and it doesn't give me everything I want. It's not as sweet as this. It's a bitter thing to swallow. And that's the generational difference that Satoshi Kubo is explaining somewhere in a meeting in Japan right now. If you don't believe me, you can go to Instagram and pull up. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you in a little while, but let's stick with the plan and order. So I said I was going to give you a video about Kasatsu Onsen. So let me Kasatsu Onsen. Boom. All right, Kasatsu Onsen, 1.8 million views, and it's only 3 minutes long. So this is one of the things as a small business owner I dislike about flaky customers. Here's the deal. Boom. So there's that video on YouTube. Here's that video again on Facebook. And then boom. You don't have to watch the video right now. You just got to look at the stats. So I'm going to pull Kasatsu Onsen on Wikipedia and give you what you need to know. Kasatsu Onsen. Alrighty. So, of course, it's in Gunma Prefecture, northwest of Tokyo. It has 13 onsens. I think Hideyoshi has almost 30 onsens for 30,000 people. Let's see. I'm not looking for the onsen. I am looking for about Kasatsu Onsen, the population of Kasatsu Onsen. So, onsen, nope, 13 public baths, nope. Put it to you this way, Kasatsu Onsen, the village in Gunma, is really, really small. And when I say small, I'm not exaggerating how small it is. And I will put it to you in a way that everyone can appreciate and make sense. That Kusatsu Onsen literally is half the size of the town of Hideyoshi. I'm looking for okay. Tatsu population. That's what I want. Kusatsu population. Wikipedia. So Kusatsu has a population of 6,537 people. So this man. Rotsun, Hakyu, Nana, Chu, Sanju, Nana, Nen. Student of Kusatsu. Gunma-ken. For those of you that are wondering what I said in Japanese, Kusatsu, 6,537 people. As of February 2019, when they did their last census, Hideyoshi has a town of 30,000. Now, I have not spoken to anyone in the Kusatsu Tourism Organization. I didn't have to. I have not spoken to anyone that is local in Kusatsu since 2017 when I met tourists. And the three same questions I asked everyone that spoke English was, one, what brought you to Kusatsu? Out of the 10 people I talked to randomly just walking by that spoke English, 7 said YouTube, 3 said because someone told me about this place. Second question I asked everybody is, what was your number one thing for coming to Kusatsu? And they said the onsens. It's not far from Tokyo. It's about 2.5 hours. Bullet train and then a bus ride, about 2.5 hours. So it's not a long ride. It's not a hard ride. It's not impossible to do, and it's cheap and affordable. They have over 22 hotels in this one little village of 6,000 people. Hideyoshi, you should be winning this argument hands down each and every time. You are the Kyoto Kyushu, legitly. If you look it up on the internet, anywhere you find, Hideyoshi is referred to the Kyoto, the historical, cultural core of Kyushu. You don't get a bigger advantage than that. You have also ginger. You have several tobacco farms. You have 30 different shochu distilleries. Yes, you have wonderful fresh food sources for people that can do a vegan keto fish diet or whatever diet they prefer. You have it right there for you. 2 seconds. Great stuff. So, Hideyoshi has a lot of cultural advantages. Not only that, you have historical landmark advantages. Granted, Kusatsu Onsen is centuries old. That's not an advantage. That's a comparable advantage. They have water festivals that are celebrated. What put Kusatsu on the map from their video that came out years and years ago was the fact that they had a very strategic marketing team. I wish I had what's his face working OBS Studios so I could show you the math that I've seen before. So let me help you. I'm going to read you the stats off of their video. 1,860,588 views. I wish I could see their analytics. I wish Vince Guzman was here so we could discuss the analytics live. Now, it's shot in 4K Ultra HD, so someone had a very nice camera. Not only that, if you put it, they didn't even update their hashtags. That's the scary part. But in 2016, before YouTube had the blue hashtags where you can add 3 to any video, I searched onsen, I searched Japan. Kusatsu was always in the first 10 results. Always in the first 10 results. So what I'm saying to you is that, one, Hideyoshi, the math that I gave you works. And here's a perfect example in English, very slowly and very diligently. One, you appoint a media manager. Media manager's qualifications can organize and schedule watch meetings on different social media accounts. And you say, how does that work? Right now, my computer is streaming to YouTube and to Facebook. And if I downloaded Periscope and a couple other apps that I could run through a filter, I could be streaming on across 5 different platforms of social media while I'm eating this beautiful Halo orange. Now, Kusatsu's organization has a wonderful young lady that I will never meet in New York, and another young lady in Tokyo who travels regularly to Kusatsu to meet with their media manager, who is always encouraging to push more videos out. Kusatsu doesn't need any more videos. Everything they push out is fire. I'm just going to be honest. It's golden. Here's the media manager's job. So in Japan, especially in the JET program, we have a history of every morning there's a meeting. Here's how it works. Media manager walks in, puts a QR code on the board. Everyone pulls out their device. If you notice, let me go back. If you notice that I have a notification that my live stream was on. If you are interviewing a local media celebrity, baseball player, mayor, whoever in Hideyoshi, you would set up the live stream through YouTube and OBS Studios, activate it, everyone goes to it and watches it. Here's how that works. If everyone in the office is watching a video that is produced by the office, and then everyone in the office is taking that 3 minutes to copy the link, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Pinterest, you name it, LiveDoor, any website that is popular amongst tourists and travelers worldwide, including other languages, right then and there, letting their followers know that, hey, we produced a new video, everyone's watching it, you're building minutes. Now, here's the caveat to that. Japan is a very strict and orderly society. I understand that, and I love and appreciate it. Here's what happens. The media person needs 6.5 minutes, 6 minutes, 30 seconds. They post a QR code. Everyone links it. Everyone shares it. Phones go on mute. Phones go face down. Meeting continues. That's under 3 minutes. That means for the length of that meeting, however many people are in the office using up the Wi-Fi, which is paid for by the organization, of course, or they are using public Wi-Fi, or they're using their own internet service, doesn't matter who's doing what where, you are building your credentials from YouTube. That means you build a product. Product is out. Not only is product out, you're encouraging views, watch time, and minutes. So the win is Kusatsu had a campaign. I found it through a friend when they were building their YouTube channel back in 2015. To prove the point, let me go back to their channel, go to their videos, and sort by oldest. Their oldest video in 2016 which was a cute dance commercial with the mascot of Kasatsu Onsen, and I'm going to link it, only has 39,000 views. The video quality is not the best. It's well done. Some of it looks like it's been green screened. The highest setting on it. Oh, they actually do use a 1080p camera. Okay, it just didn't look, automatic YouTube settings. And I even recognize a couple of ladies from the Onsen Festival. But the thing is that one, it's just in Japanese. The title is only in Japanese. The description's in Japanese. If you don't read Japanese, you don't know what's going on except for people dancing in the video. Not the best marketing plan. The 1.8 million view video, Kasatsu Onsen's in Japanese. The keyword Japan's in Japanese. It's in summer. It's being shot with an Ultra 4K Ultra HD camera, and it's produced by a professional company. I rest my case. Whenever a product launches, and the product, and I need you to understand the vocabulary, product is any social media output. That's videos, posts, blogs, journals, interviews, videos. Anything has to be well polished, well defined, like a katana. It has to cut air and make air cry. The business end of that is obvious. A town of 6,000 that's in the middle of nowhere that is super difficult to get to, and I'm going to explain the difference. You can take a JR train pass, which I have readily available, sitting next to me on the couch. You can take this, fly into Japan, activate it, and you can take that 7-hour hit all the way down to Fukuoka, spend the night, take another hour and a half, 2 hours, and make it to Kumamoto, spend the night, get up the next day, and take the beautiful Hideyoshi Blue Car Express 90-minute ride into the city of Hideyoshi. Boom, you're there. Kasatsu is you fly to Tokyo, 4.5 hours on a train. God, that was a bad day. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you because I'm trying to remember Tokyo to Kasatsu. I want to say it was 4.5 hours. 3 hours and 4 minutes, not including the bus ride. And that was just not the fun part for me. Yeah. So the two average times on a bullet train is 3 hours 25 to all up to 5 hours. Yuck, not fun. I always love the scenic route. I'm down for the scenic route. You know this. The issue is that isn't even location. It's enticing people to travel further than what they're comfortable. And even though Kasatsu has 1.8 million views on one video, just one video, actually, I would have to get in contact to verify my research. But I think 1.2% of that 1.8 million views actually resulted in someone showing up. Either it was a virtual tour through one of their websites, their webcams that are active 24/7. You can watch the sunrise in Kasatsu. You can watch the sunset in Kasatsu. If you figure out their tourism schedule, you can watch the festivals live on webcam. You don't even have to be there. But for actual tourism dollars, the numbers are astronomical of how much a strong marketing plan contributed to Kasatsu. By the way, marketing was one of my worst subjects in college. Don't ask me how I'm good with electronic marketing. It's just a talent, I guess. But the number one advantage that Hideyoshi has, let's do this. I want you to work with me here. So back to the business plan issue. We already covered the marketing media person. Second person has to be the travel coordinator planner. The deal is this: Kumamoto City is an international sister city relationship between San Antonio and New Orleans. 9 hours away from New Orleans, I'm sorry, San Antonio is New Orleans, and their sister city is Matsue on the western seaboard of Japan, closer to Korea than they are to Tokyo. Again, another place I want to establish a relationship to bridge the gap between travel. Fun fact: Lafcadio O'Hearn, who is a folklore literary legend in Japan, lived in New Orleans, lived in Kumamoto, lived in Matsue, and in Tokyo. Guess who's going to all four of those cities this summer? Here's the issue, Hideyoshi. You have local baseball legends that have played for major national teams in Japan. You have major television dramas being filmed in your town. You need to be banging on every drum, every horn, every outlet of SNS, letting people know why your town is so special. Now, let's go over pride and why pride is a dangerous thing in the West and East culture. Small businesses will beg, borrow, and steal and never tell anyone how bad they're struggling and suffer and close and fail. There is a guy that's streaming live everywhere now through every commercial talking about, especially on Facebook, how he got fired from his job and then his passion turned into a full-time career. Hasn't happened yet. Haven't been fired from, well, I have been fired, but hasn't turned into a full-time career yet of traveling. Not worried about it. But Hideyoshi has a collective problem, and I'm not going to spend all night on that. I'm already about to hit the hour mark. I'm going to close it up at 9 o'clock. So let's talk about the business problem. You are your own problem, and not in a negative way. If you grew up in one place, you never left, you never traveled, you never learned a foreign language, you never embraced yourself in another culture, found yourself living in another country for a while, you're still the problem. The trick is that the strongest person in the room in Hideyoshi's tourism organization works for City Hall, and I think he's going to turn 29 this year. His name is Satoshi. He's the answer. If you haven't seen Satoshi's Instagram page, I need to link it right now before I forget it. Instagram. His Instagram account is blowing up, and I'm very proud of the young man. Switch accounts. He sees the problem for what it is because he had an opportunity to go to college in America and interact with different cultures. So what I'm going to do is link his Instagram account to everybody right now. Let's hit that account. So he restructured his account, launched a new marketing plan, and he's up to 416 followers, following 769 accounts. He's about to pass me on my travel account, which is cool. And I'm very proud of him for having a plan and sticking with it. That's the number one thing about Katsumi Morihara-san. Ohayou gozaimasu. What's up, Cole? So now that you're finally paying attention, Cole, we're going to take a pause break. Then I'm going to grab the Super Monster camera. Cole, I would like to present to you my upgrade parts on the Osmo. So starting over here, this is where I'm going to put my light shotgun mic attachment if it won't fit over here with this mic. Because this mic is great, but I want to have a one-directional mic or at least a lapel mic so not everyone can hear me. I don't pick up all the background noise. Of course, the Osmo itself, the extension arm I got is part of the last lot. Base, I have a monopod, I have the backpack, and I'm working on getting a drone. If you do any drone work, let me know. I want to get set up with the FAA class, but I wanted to make sure you saw that. Let me post in Satoshi's Instagram account real quick. But Satoshi's Instagram account is fire. That's all I have to say about it. Because one, he's down to earth. Two, he's telling you how it is, and he wants you to actively engage in dialogue with him, either Japanese or English. That's someone you want to connect with on Instagram. I will post up my account again because I teach an American public school system and kids are petty. Um, my account is still pretty private. However, I have 443 and I'm following 672. And then Satoshi is at 416. He's really about to pass me on Instagram. As far as Twitter, um, Stacey Andrews. Hmm? Hmm. Okay, Miss Andrews. Well, I'm gonna have to shoot you a private message earlier while I'm doing this live stream. Don't recognize you as an official tribe member, but families at large. So, where we're going with this full conversation and dialogue for the evening is that thank you, Cole, man. I got lucky. $123 for $700 worth of gear. Not to mention that filters, extension rod, bike mount kit. Like literally, you just pop it open, slide it to the side, lock up that bike, that wonderful bike. Pop. You can 4K while doing a bike run. Got a really good. I got 7 extra batteries, man. Wow. So if you want the 2 other ones I don't want, let me know and I'll get them to you. But back to the 3 main people you need for your social media marketing team. One, you need a planner. The last person you need is the planner. This is the person that knows what festivals are coming up, what celebrities are in town, what events are coming up. And this person is also your liaison to all small businesses in your area. Kasatsu Onsen, you have 3 major advantages over. Hideyoshi has 3 main advantages over Kasatsu. One, fresh food, Odai Jaya, Kai Soba Noodle, Rampu Ramen. Every major restaurant in Hideyoshi is 20 times better than everything I had in Kasatsu. I hated eating Kasatsu. I wanted to come home immediately. I was like, God, I would kill for a taco right now. I would kill for junk food that doesn't suck. I would kill for every Coke in town not being flat. I really, really would. I hated the food at Kasatsu. Yuck. Oh. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. All right. Second, size and transportation availability. Kasatsu Onsen has a bus terminal. When the buses stop running, you are stranded unless you pay $60 for a cab to get you back to the closest train station. Hideyoshi, you win. Third, availability of options for people. You can go hiking in Hideyoshi. You can hop on a boat tour. You can go river rafting. There's so much more you can do in Hideyoshi over Kasatsu. It's ridiculous. So, what does it come down to? Here's what it comes down to. The Japanese concept when dealing with foreign businesses is that they always want to say we have no money. I respect that. Japan, as a business country, their budget is launched at the beginning of the fiscal year, and they do everything in their power to follow that fiscal budget all the way out to the end of the fiscal year. They're not lying when they don't say they don't have money. What they are not telling you is how they're allocating their money before you even showed up. So that's Japan. Now Hideyoshi, don't get offended. Wrapping this up, with a strong marketing campaign and people being super fidelis to the plan, like having full fidelity to the plan, Hideyoshi can outmarket Kasatsu in about 2 to 4 years, depending on who does what. That's the whole purpose of tonight's conversation. Now, let me go back to where I was. Um, Bang. My channel. All right. So this is a great orange. What's next for me? 2020 has slots open. I'm willing to take up to 20 people to Japan. As of my last head count, I have 10, including myself. So there's 10 more people that are willing to do 2 weeks with me. And the dates are officially March 27th until March 27th, 2020, not 2019, until April 7th or 8th. I'm leaving on 9th of April from Japan. I'm going to get me 2 full weeks in for cherry blossom season. You're more than welcome to come hang out. If I can swing it, I'm not coming back till the 11th. Big cheese. Sorry, y'all. That's it. Big cheese. All right. So, March 27th, for me, April 11th, 2020. If you're in for the spring, let me know. I am not launching any plan for summer until I have hit 10 confirmed bodies. Just deposits and making sure I have enough money to cover myself. So, where we are at in summation is that me and Cole Runko are DJI fanboys. It's not a bad thing. They have a great product for a very affordable price. Anyone in San Antonio is interested, I'm going to be doing a final order for everything DJI that I need for the Osmo Mobile Plus at the end of April. I'm going to use my last educator's coupon of 10% off. Cheaper it gets, the more everybody wins. Let me know if you're interested. Second, Hideyoshi, Project Hideyoshi is going to reopen after I'm in Japan this summer. I make it back to Hideyoshi, and we set a timetable meeting that everyone can agree to. As far as 2020, the cities officially listed are Tokyo, of course. Shizuoka, we're going to try to do the day trip express from Shizuoka to Fuji by either the cable car or from Yamanashi Lake, looking at Mount Fuji and doing the countryside there. Then it's Kobe, Kyoto, Osaka, Nara. Definitely hitting Nara this time around. And on the way back, I would love to hit up Hiroshima Island, Miyajima, and go see it in the springtime. I've seen it in the summer. Love to see it in the cherry blossom season, since the entire island has cherry blossom trees. As far as the rest of 2019, if you're a member of the travel group and you have interest in specific parts of Japan, Dreaming of Travel, basically Facebook.com/Montague Travel. It'll pop up Dreaming of Travel. You'll find me. Answer the questions. You're in the group. Wrapping up. This is going to be an awesome summer. Can't wait for my mother-in-law to see Japan. And if you're looking at the channel icon, hey, Erica, how you doing? And for those of you that don't know, today was Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I missed out. I didn't even want to go to the parades. I just wanted food. For those of you that know me, I can eat 8 solid bowls of gumbo by myself. Hint, I missed home. So, not saying that I want gumbo when I get back. I have to check my diet. I'm down to 219 pounds. I got another 39 to go. But yeah, it's going to be on and popping. So I'm super excited about the summer. I'm getting me another JR Rail Pass. I've done 4 videos about the Rail Pass. Please feel free to find one. I share all my knowledge about Japan for free. If I'm not directly planning as a customer reach out, I'll give you all the information I have for free about Japan. However, I am not going to plan your trip for you without being paid. There's a difference. You ask me a question about a city, I'll shoot you links. I don't need a Kato. Eric, don't do it. Don't do it. Gonna have me cursing up on you. Gotta hold my composure. There's just things you don't say with gumbo in the same sentence. Look, Funny story about Hideyoshi. They were trying to say they could make gumbo in Japan, and I'm like, about to have me lose and change religions and burn this place down. What I ain't doing tonight? Not tonight. So, officially, my dietary restrictions have turned to low fat, moderate to low sodium, more exercise, more water, less soda, of course. I don't smoke, so that's out. Alcohol, I only drink shochu. We're good on that note. But keto, I've been on keto. I've been cheating on keto. Let's just be honest. I've been cheating on her too for a minute now. So let me have my gumbo the way I like my gumbo with my D&D smoked sausage. Amen. Hallelujah. Don't try to change nothing for nobody. Mm. For any coworkers or friends that know me at work, I have been sick in bed for the past few days, or should I say sick on the couch, playing PlayStation and being annoyed with the universe because I was coughing like a dead frog. I sound a lot better than I did the past couple of days. I'm very excited to be going back to school because it's time to take care of PSA Boo T. So, I am super excited about where 2019 is going to take us. I hope everyone has had a wonderful opportunity to sit down and just have conversations with me. If you would like to rediscuss um, real estate in Japan, please check out the videos that I've already done about real estate in Japan. This 30-second version of real estate in Japan is that you have to build your community. And that's the problem with a lot of social and ethnic groups and cultures around the world is that building communities is something that the grandparents did that they feel they no longer have to do. This is why Kasatsu Onsen in Gunma is killing Hideyoshi, Japan, on social media. They are building an online community which brings in business, brings in traffic, brings in revenue, and they're golden. Hideyoshi, we are building that community slowly but surely, and there's a lot of grassroots, offline, non-social media projects that need to happen to make it work. So, with that, peace, love, and hair grease and blackness, and hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Mardi Gras is over, and it's going to be Friday in 2 days. I literally cut my work week in half just by being sick. Yes. So I love everyone. Good night. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're on Facebook, again, we're going to point up to that corner. Bang! Right there above that wonderful. Yeah, right. No, somewhere. Yeah, right there. Switch to YouTube, please. When I do live streams, it's to catch people that are already off of. Let's go back. If you're on YouTube and you're not watching my channel, that's the problem. So I put the link on Facebook so you can pause Facebook, go to YouTube, and support me. Why? YouTube and Facebook are no longer friends. So when you watch my channel on YouTube, you help me build my social media numbers. If you're only watching me on Facebook, you're helping Facebook, not me, directly. So with that, good night. As always, I'm always here to help, learn, educate, and if you need an escape, I don't care if you just want to go to the Bahamas. Help, let me at least get you a quote. It's going to cost me 20 minutes, might save you a ton of money. There you go. So Montague Travel's been nice. Remember, this shop is no longer with us, but the family from this shop will always be in our hearts. Boom. Support small business. All right. Who is Stacy Andrews? All right. Oh, I know you said I know you lying. Bruh. So now that we've closed up Facebook and it's just YouTube and everybody else for the after party and the after show and the after party and we're done with the videos. Japan thought they could make gumbo, and I'm like, no, 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 don't you do it, don't you do it, because I'm going to fly the entire Robertson Stewart Bridges tribe and my father's a ghost to this small little town to burn it down if you say you can make some gumbo. Don't do it. Don't do it. There are certain offenses that I'm willing to accept and let go. Gumbo is not one of them. That's like some little skinny kid in San Antonio, Texas telling me, I know what ramen tastes like. You've never been to Japan. Get out. Just get out. Leave me, heathenous liar, blasphemer. You know, just leave. Because people tell me, I know what ramen is. And I'm like, keep your D grade ramen here. Get on a plane with me. Let's go to Dragon House Ramen, Kumamoto, Japan. So the only sad thing about this trip this year to Japan is that we don't have time to whisk Tanya away to Kumamoto to have Dragon House with me and Jason and the rest of the crew. That's the only thing I'm going to regret about 2019. Stupid job and not enough time. No comment. No comment. But I love y'all. Good night. Anyone looking for me, I'm going to go disappear and work on some more airbrushing. So I love y'all. I posted all the videos and the links. Trish, as always, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. As always, share this on your social media. Tell people I do trips to Japan. As always, the incentive plan is you bring me people, I make your fees cheaper. I can't make it any easier than that. Love you all. Good night.